Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Utah State up-tempo. Trying play action. Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Maryland's offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They try to pop a run on the draw. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the single back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Maddox. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Utah State up-tempo. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilkins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out. working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They'll try to snap it quickly.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Panthers that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. The expressway is wide open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Utah State up-tempo. He wants to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This offense is about to face the one thing that can... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Jennings. And the ball's on the ground.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it go.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block. but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Utah State will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Might be looking to run. Short gain on the play before he slides. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Good, right down the boulevard. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Nice move to keep running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A first down for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. Steps away. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, Aggie! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
A great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the route is on.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He wants to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Batted into the air, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Maryland! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to the air one more time. Pulls it in. It's Wilkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure.
And he's running in the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.